Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm also good, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. So today your interview has scheduled. So let's start the interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So before going for the interview, first of all, so tell me about yourself, Mayank.
Okay, sir. Sir, myself, Mayank Shukla. I hail from Gurugram, Haryana. My core competencies are manual testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, black box testing, white box testing, and Jira, MS Office, and Core Java. And I am pursuing training in Ducat for manual and automation testing, and I had did a certification in manual testing by Udemy, and I have done project in test cases. I have written multiple test cases in login page of Amazon and Flipkart, etc. And my education is a BTech in civil engineering from College of Engineering, Roorkee. That's it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So let's going for the interview. So my first question to you: tell me what
Yes.
is the mean of the software testing, and what do you mean by the software testing? We can say why you are doing the software testing in the industry. So can you explain me in a detail? So what is the mean of the software testing like that?
Sir, software testing is a process used to identify develop software correctness, completeness, and quality. It includes as a series activity conducted to find software error so that it can be corrected before the product is released to the market.
Fine, fantastic, very good, very good. Okay, thank you so much for giving the such kind of a nice answer. Okay, so suppose that you are doing the manual testing. If you found any bug, then what will be your next step? Then what will do?
Sir, as a manual tester, if I found any kind of bug, I raise a ticket and I uh, tell to the developer to fix that bug. After that,
Hmm.
fixing that bug, I again test if the bug is fixed or
Not like that. You have to verify the bug. Means you have to retest the bug,
well.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
this is the activity. In where you have to log the bug? In which tool?
Sir, Jira.
Jira. Okay. So Jira. So Jira means what is the Jira? Why are you using the Jira in our software testing?
Sir, Jira is a project management tool, and
Okay.
I am not having hands-on practice in industrial level. I just only have theoretical knowledge about Jira. It is a
Okay.
project management tool, and in which we have to raise a ticket for
Hmm.
when the bug is released.
Hmm.
That's it, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is a project management tool, and it's for the like tracking for the project and progress, all the things, right? Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine. Okay. Let's move to the another question. Fine. So my another question to you. So can you tell me the what is the white box testing? Do you know about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
White
tell me.
box testing, white box testing in which internal coding is required,
Hmm.
or we can say that, sir,
Means
I for
who means
it
means
is done by developers, sir.
developers. That's the thing I wanted to know. Means it's done by the developer, right? Okay, got it. So what is the difference? Do you know the black box testing?
Yes, sir. Black box testing is done mainly done by tester,
Okay.
and in which internal code is not visible.
So what is the major difference between the white box and black box testing?
So major difference is in black box internal code is not visible, and in white box internal code is visible.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And one more difference you can say, like a white box testing is generally done by the development team or developers, and black box testing is generally done by the software team, right? Sorry, QA team, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So okay, let's move to the another question. So do you know about the like a gray box testing? What is the gray box testing?
Sir, gray box testing is a in gray box testing, sir, both white box and black box testing are merged.
Yeah,
Generally, we have to need internal codes in gray box testing, but usually we done black box testing instead of gray box testing, sir.
exactly the same. Means we can say it is a kinds of both type of testing, means black and white. Both are a mixture type of a testing that is called the gray box testing. We can do the in this testing, we can see the partially code as well, right? While doing the, for example, while doing the securities testing, so we can say these are is the kinds of the best example securities testing, SQL. These are the kinds of the SQL testing. Also, we can say the database testing. These kinds of the testing comes under the gray box testing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, let's move to the another question. Fine. So, do you know like what is the verification in a software testing?
Yes, sir. Verification, sir, it is the static functionality.
Hmm.
For example, review is a part of verification
Hmm.
in which we don't need internal coding. Without
Hmm.
doing coding, we can
Hmm.
we can do the process of verification.
Means we have a coding, but we do not have a run this code. We can say we have a only code, but we are not going to run this code. Before running it, just we are doing the verification. Means review the code, walk through the code, code inspection. These are the terminology generally we are using in a verification, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So so what is the validation testing in a software testing?
Sir, validation is a dynamic analysis technique in
Hmm.
which is done by executing of code. Sir,
Hmm.
example of validation are functional and non-functional testing.
Exactly, exactly. We can say exactly the same. Validation testing is a kind of a, we can say the black box testing as well, and we are executing the code. Okay, fine, fantastic, Mayank. So okay, let's move to the another question. So do you know in a software industry generally we are using a one term like what is the kinds of we can say like a retesting. So what is the term and where we are using the retesting term in a software industry?
Sir, uh, retesting is done when the whole completion of development is done.
Mhm. No, this is done by
Uh,
actually retesting. Retesting is associated with the user story or bug.
Sir, it is associated with the bug.
Bug. Fantastic. That's the
Yes,
thing
sir.
I wanted to know. So what we have to verify in a retesting? What we have to like examine? What we have to test in a retesting?
Sir, we have to verify the functionality.
Okay. So that means earlier before going to the retesting, you have logged the bug, or you have to assign the bug respected to the development team, right?
Yes, sir.
So after fixing the bug, then you start the retesting on this bug, right?
Yes, sir.
That terminology is known as the retesting. Means you are verifying the bug. So this we can say the retesting terminology completely associated with the bug, not with the user story, right? Right?
Right, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Fine, fine. Okay, let's move to the another question. So okay, retesting is completed. So after that, do you know like do you heard about the like regression testing kind
Yes,
of
sir.
that? Tell me the
Sir,
regression. What is the regression
it is
testing?
it is a type of testing in which uh, uh, in the software development cycle that runs after every changes to ensure that the
Hmm.
change introduced does not impact the
Hmm.
previous module.
Hmm. Yes, yes, sir. Means previous functionality. Fantastic, fantastic. Means what we are doing in a regression testing, you have to test the change functionality, current functionality, whatever you are going to implement it, you have to test, right? And apart from that, you have to also test the impacted area, existing previous functionality, we can say, right there, right? So we have to
Yes, sir.
test the complete of the software. So this type of testing called the like regression testing. So okay, let's move to the another question. So can you tell me the what is the smoke testing in a software testing industry?
Sir, firstly, I have to tell smoke testing is done by mainly done by developer.
Hmm.
It is done in the initial phase where we have to check the stability of the module.
Okay, stability of the build, we can say. Means
Yes,
this build is stable or not, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so when we start the sanity testing,
So sanity testing is done after the completion of the development,
okay, means what
and it is mainly
when
done
we
by
make
the
sure that
testing team.
testing team. So when we make sure that, so we have to start the sanity testing. When we make sure that, so our we have to finish the like smoke, and now we are going to jump into the like sanity testing environment. When we have to decide as a tester.
Sorry, sir, I don't know
Okay,
something.
not an issue, not an issue, not an issue. Okay, once you are doing the smoke testing with the unstable build, so you have to do the smoke testing until and unless build has been stable like that, right? So you have to
Yes,
we have to do the stable build. Means first time you are doing the sanity, first time you are doing the like smoke testing, and you found like suppose you found any bug, you find any bugs, suppose that. So you have to log to the development team. Again, development team has to fix it, and you have to retest it. Again, you have find some bug. Then again, you have to log to the development team. Means this type of testing means this type of build is unstable, we can say. So until and unless this bug is unstable, so we don't move to the sanity testing, right? Once this build is stable, means we are unable to find the any bug while doing the smoke testing. That build is called the stable build, right? After
yes,
this
sir.
build, we have to move after this testing. Along this build, we have to move to the sanity testing. Then we have to jump to the sanity testing, and we start to the testing like that, right? So this is
Yes,
the
sir.
difference between the this is the major difference between the like sanity testing and smoke testing. Okay, okay,
Yes.
Mayank. Let's move to the another question. So my another question is, can you tell me the what is the difference between the static testing and dynamic testing?
Sorry, sir, I can't hear.
What is the difference between the static testing and dynamic testing?
Sir, static testing and dynamic testing. Uh, Sir, at this moment,
Means
I
means
can't remember
simple
the
that
points.
okay, that means that what is I'm asking. So where we have to see the code execution and where we have to not show the like execution of the code in which testing.
Sir,
Generally, which
in
testing we are.
stat in
Hmm,
static testing, we have to see we don't have to see execution of code. In
yeah,
dynamic testing, we have to see the execution of code.
yeah, fantastic. You know it, but why you are saying I don't know? You know it,
Sir,
right? And we explained
at
in
the
a good
moment,
manner.
at that moment, I don't remember the exact definition. And
Okay, okay, not an issue, man. Not an issue. Fine with that. Fantastic. Very good, man. So, okay, let's move to the another question. So, do you know about the SDLC or STLC? What is the SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle. First of all, I'll explain the SDLC, then we'll move to the STLC. SDLC, what is the Software Development Life Cycle, and why we are using the Software Development Life Cycle while doing the development, while doing the testing, and while doing the deployment, while doing the maintenance. What is the use of the SDLC? Why using the SDLC in a software industry? First of all, explain me the SDLC module. What are the different phases of the SDLC? Why you are doing the SDLC?
Uh, Sir, first of all, I have to tell the full form of SDLC. It means
Okay.
Software Development Life Cycle, and
Hmm.
it has 6 phases: requirement
Hmm.
analysis, design, development, testing, and last is maintenance.
Fantastic.
Sir,
Fantastic.
it is done. It is done in industry to design and develop a software.
Hmm. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So in SDLC, so do you know about the STLC software test life cycle? What is the STLC and different phases of the STLC? If you know the STLC, like, so what is the your role in like STLC? We can say what is the different phases in STLC? Can you tell me please?
Yes,
STLC
sir.
software testing life
ST,
cycle. Hmm.
STLC stands for Test Life Cycle. It
Okay.
also has 7 phases.
Hmm.
First is requirement, then test
Hmm.
planning, test
Hmm.
then test case development, then test
Yes.
environment setup, and then test
Hmm.
execution, and the last one is test cycle closure.
Fantastic. 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 Okay, okay. So, okay, very good, Mayank. And okay, so let me move to the another question like bug life cycle and defect life cycle. Okay, so generally is a one term in using, Mayank, in a software industry sometimes like the somebody is saying in a software industry bug life cycle, and somebody is saying in a software industry like defect life cycle. So, have you heard about it previously, like before my teaching? So, do you know? Can
Sir,
you explain me the different phases? I'm not asking the what is the complete flow, but I have explained in a well manner while in a class. So, can you please explain me the what is the different phases? I'm not going to ask the complete details about that, but tell me the different phases of the SDLC.
okay, sir. Uh,
Sorry, of the
there
bug life cycle. Hmm.
in bug life cycle,
Hmm.
there are different phases. They are
Hmm.
like we have to when we find the bug new, then we have to
Exactly.
assign, and
Hmm.
then after that we have to open, and after that
Hmm.
fixed,
Hmm.
and then after fixing we have to retest,
Yes.
and after retest we have to verify, and
Hmm.
after verify, if it is okay, then we have to close.
Okay. So sometime it might be you raise a bug, it might be duplicate. Then what will do when it stays where it's going? If
Then
duplicate is there,
if a duplicate we have to reopen and
so
then again
in this
fix.
case, yeah, yeah. In a duplicate means suppose if you raise two bugs, but both bugs are duplicate. So one bug as marked by developer as like duplicate, right? One bug is a duplicate. So duplicate is status is here. So sometimes suppose that sometimes you raise the bug, right? But this bug is not a bug, then developer mark like as a rejected, right? As a rejected. So it will go to the in rejected status, right? Developer mark as a rejected. So it's go to the rejected. One more phase is there. If you know, then tell me. Otherwise, I will explain. Like deferred. Also, I had explained in a class. Deferred. What is the deferred?
Sir, sorry, sir, I don't know right now.
Okay, not an issue. So deferred means this is bug is not going to impact our current sprint. It is a very minor priority of the bug, so we can fix in a next sprint. So that bug is called the deferred. Okay, not an issue, ma'am. So well done. Okay, let's move to the next question. So my next question is, can you tell me the what is the difference between the functional testing and non-functional testing? And what are the different terminology we are using in a functional testing? We can say.
Okay, sir.
And hmm,
In functional testing, we have to check the functionality, and in
hmm,
non-functional testing, we don't have to check the functionality.
okay.
Example of non-functional testing are load testing, testing, etc. An example of functional testing is
Hmm,
smoke testing,
hmm. Sanity testing, black box testing,
sanity testing, black box, etc.
regression testing, integration testing, system testing. These are the testing. Is called the functional testing. Okay, got it, man. Fantastic. Okay, so in a performance testing, so you are you are doing the non-functional. So what is the performance testing? Can you tell me what is the performance
Sir,
testing?
performance testing is a testing that
Hmm.
evaluate the speed, uh, stability of a computer network, software program,
Hmm.
etc.
Yeah,
under
right,
the
right.
workload.
So okay, so in performance testing, generally functional testing is comes under the performance, or non-functional comes under the performance.
Sir, non-functional testing is comes under the performance testing.
Performance, fantastic, very good, mind blowing, ma'am, very good. Okay, so let's move to the another question. Okay, so tell me the what is the difference between the automation testing and manual testing? Right now, why we are doing the automation if manual already is here? What is the major difference between the automation and manual testing?
Sir, in manual testing, the accuracy and reliability of test cases are low.
Hmm.
On automation testing, on the other hand, is more reliable as tools and scripts are used to perform tests.
Hmm.
And sir, in manual testing, investment cost is low, and in
Hmm.
automation testing, investment cost is high,
Exactly.
and
Absolutely.
time required for manual testing is high when
Hmm.
resource perform all the tasks, sir. And
Hmm.
in automation testing, time required is comparatively low as software
Hmm.
tools execute the test. And sir,
Fantastic. Fantastic. Hmm.
for time consumption, less time consumption,
Hmm.
and more accuracy, we are switching right now in from manual testing to automation testing.
Fantastic. Fantastic, man. Very good. Well done. Very good. Okay, Max. Fine. So it's okay. Let's move to the another question. Okay, fine. Okay. So my another question to you. So do you know the user acceptance testing or UAT testing? Have you heard about it previously? Like, what is the
Yes, sir.
UAT testing and what is the user acceptance testing? So tell me the what is
Yes,
the UAT testing?
yes, sir. UAT testing is a type of testing performed by
Hmm.
the end user or the client
Hmm.
to verify and accept the software system before moving the software application to the production environment.
Exactly. Absolutely
Before
right.
going
Hmm.
and before going to production environment, end user and client also verify and accept the software systems.
Exactly the
You,
same. And
sir, mainly we can say UAT is done in the final phase of testing after functional integration and system testing are done.
exactly the same. And also we can say it is a kind of the final testing, final level of a testing. So it's in this testing we have to make sure that our product is working fine as per the as per the client requirement, and we are right now we are ready to move in a production environment without getting the any, like we can say, the we don't have a time like that, without getting the delay, we can say, right? So without
Yes,
getting the
sir.
delay, we are ready to move in a production environment. That type of testing is called the UAT testing. Fantastic. Okay, ma'am. So, okay, let's move to the another question. So, okay, ma'am. So, can you tell me the what is the like difference between the integration testing and the system testing? Do you know about it? What is the difference between the integration testing and system testing? Or
Sir,
individually you can say what is the integration testing, and after that you can say like what is the system testing. Can you explain?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Integration testing. Uh,
Simple. Integration testing means what, and system testing means what?
Sorry, sir. Right now, I
Okay, not an
cannot
issue.
explain.
So integration testing means you have to test the more than one module simultaneously, right? That is called the integration testing. Means somewhere is the API testing, somewhere is the API building by the development API developer, and somewhere is the front end of the application developed by the front end team. So you have to integrate API with the front end API with the user interface. Then you have to start the testing. So this type of testing generally is called the integration testing. You are testing more than one module simultaneously. That is called the integration testing. But in a system testing, you have to test like the one module of the software, but complete you have to test, and you have to make sure that our our complete testing is meeting to the customer requirement or not, like that. So main purpose of the is system testing, you have to meet the expectation to the client, right? And we have to do the complete end-to-end testing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. So let's move to the another question, man. So my another question to you, can you tell me the what is the like different level of the manual testing, different types of the manual testing, we can say different types of the manual testing.
Sir, there are three types of manual testing: unit testing,
Hmm.
integration testing, and system testing.
This is a level. This okay. Tell me the level. Oh, this is a level in unit testing, integration testing, and system testing, right? This is a level
Yes,
of
sir.
the testing. So okay. So
Yes, sir.
my question, next question is, what is the different types of the manual testing? What is the types? Generally, you know the types. We are doing the types means you are doing the um, smoke testing, sanity testing, black box testing, white box testing, like system testing, integration testing. These are the types, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So, okay, can you tell me the what is the agile methodology, we can say, and what is the different approach or principle in a agile methodology?
Sir, agile methodology is a project management approach
Hmm.
that involves breaking the project into phases and emphasize continued collaboration and improvement.
Okay.
Sir, in this we have uh, planning, then requirement analysis, then
Hmm.
design, implementation, testing, development, and again planning. Sir, there are sprint is sprint sprint.
Sprint. Sprint also is there. We can say the sprint. So sprint. So sprint term. What do you mean by the sprint term? And we can say is simple. So sprint refers to the kinds of deadline and kinds of, we can say, the what is the end of the your we can say the current project, we can say the time framework, we can say the, so what is the what is the time different time framework in a sprint, how can we define?
Sir, sprint is a dedicated period of time in which set amount of work will be completed on a project.
Okay,
Sir, there are 7 days, 14 days, and 30 days sprint.
exactly, that's the thing I wanted to know. Fantastic, man. Okay, so my last question to you, ma'am, and I hope you are giving the best answer for that. What is the alpha testing, and why we are doing the alpha testing, and what is the beta testing, and why we are doing the beta testing, or we can say what is the major difference between, in one question, alpha testing versus beta testing. So this is the last question. If you are able to answer it, then good. Otherwise, also good, not an issue. Tell me the difference between the alpha testing and beta testing.
Sir, alpha testing is the first end-to-end testing of a product to
Okay,
ensure the meets the business requirement and
okay.
function correctly.
Hmm.
And beta testing, sir, is done by the testing team, like ours,
Hmm.
like done by us.
Beta testing is done by at or alpha testing? Means my question is, so which testing is done by the internal organization of the employee, and which testing is done by the outside of the organization of the people or end user? My question to you, like in our company's internal employee is doing alpha testing or beta testing? Simple. If I'm asking to you, suppose
Sir,
or major, you can tell me the difference, any other difference. What is the difference between the like alpha testing and beta testing? This is the last question too. If you know, so you can tell the one, at least one different. Otherwise, not an issue. I will explain. I will explain it. Do not worry about that. Right? If you know it, any one difference, so please tell me. At least one different, not major difference, but one different. Tell me, please.
sir, alpha testing is done by the end user, and beta
Alpha
testing is done. Yes, sir.
alpha alpha testing is done by the internal organization or end user. You are saying
Sir, end user.
alpha testing is done by the end user, and beta testing.
Sir, beta
Are you
testing
sure?
is done.
No, no. I'm saying, are you sure? Are you sure?
No, no, sir, I'm not sure.
You are not sure, so why you are giving like answer? Alpha testing is performed by the tester, not a tester or internal employee of the organization. Beta testing is performed by the outside of the people. Means our customer, in customer, or our end client, like that. So beta testing is a kind of a testing where the people who are doing in that testing, who are not part of the our company, who are not part of the our organization, but alpha testing is doing the people that is the part of the our organization or our companies. So that is the major difference. Means alpha testing is generally done by the internal employee of the organization, and beta testing is generally done by the outside the organization or real customer or real user or client, like that. This is the major difference. Okay, not and worry. Do not worry about that. But apart from that, you have given the like and we can say the you are able to uh, provide the like answer in a good manner. So many questions you have answered in a well manner, right, man? So, man, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us,
you, sir.
and please do the more and more practice, and please improve your learning skill as well. From my, that is the my suggestion to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, man. So thank you so much, and thank you joining for us.